Hello everybody, if we are live, and I do believe we are, welcome, what's going on? Just rattling around my Honeycomb Bravo to get hey Chris, how are you doing? Bob, good to see you. Just getting my Honeycomb Bravo set up here and ready to do some flying and excited to do some flying. I've done, I think I told you guys I got my Honeycomb Charlie pedals on Monday, and of course, I mean, you're just super excited, right? It's like Christmas, and so I was, you know, can't wait to try these out, can't wait to use them, etc., etc. And I've used them for a grand total of probably close to an hour, because I used them on a 737 flight yesterday, but certainly was not the week that I was hoping for in terms of sim flying. Oh, yeah. No, we wound up having to skip the other day, and let me see if I can get the I don't think I can get the... Let me see if I can get Volanta to come up at least. And there's Volanta. So let's have a look at where we are here. And that's where I was the other day. But today, we are here. And we're kind of going around this way. And there's a tiny little airport, I think, right here. Well, it should be there, but there's also one that's like somebody's dad built up here, so that's the second one we're trying to go to today. But so it should be a good time. I have to get my one last step to get my controls set up here, and then we'll be good to go. Hope you guys had a good week. It has been busy but productive here in the IslandSimPilot household, and we're pretty happy actually where things stand. We were able to get some stuff done on a big project we're doing yesterday, well, finalized today really, and then I've got everything squared away for the Anguilla trip for next week. End of next week. Whoopsie. Yeah, sorry about that. Alright, so now let's get back to the sim. And we are ready to do some flying. So, we're kind of in the woods here, literally. And this actually reminds me, when Flight Simulator 2020, hey aviation dude, what's going on? Jim, what's happening, sir? And Jim will know this. When Microsoft Flight Simulator first came out, I told them, I started a thread on the forums, and I told them, guys, turn the planes around, because GA aircraft don't park nose in. Because if you park nose in, you can't, you've got to push the airplane to get out. You know, or what, it's a pain. You always, if you park a GA airplane, right, here's the runway, you come over here and angle it out, nose facing out this way, and kill the engines, and then just push it back in, tail first, back that way. And then, let me make sure I got the names on. And then that way you don't have to push the airplane when you go to, no, okay, I do have mine. You don't have to push the plane to get, hey Kenneth, what's going on? You don't have to push the plane out. And they parked all the planes nose in. And so, I mean, it's just, it drives me nuts. But then again, as Mrs. IslandSimPilot would say, driving me nuts is not a very long trip. So let's go. I know, she is witty. External power supply on. Mixtures and props full forward, master and battery switches on, rotating beacon on, should have turned that on already. My fuel pumps are probably still not working. Fuel pumps are working now. My fuel pump stopped working for no reason, and now they started working for no reason. Cool.
Clear.
And mags on left. Toes on the brakes. Make sure there's nobody outside to kill or maim. How about we turn the fuel on too? It's going to help us out here. It's going to be big towards our goal. There's left prop is good. Mags are on both. Fuel pressure, oil pressure good. Left prop is clear. So yeah, I tried to tell them to turn the stinking planes around, but they... Yeah, I know, Jim, right? You know? And it's just that to me, I mean, they may have had oil pressure, fuel pressure are good. They may have had like airline guys around when they were developing they kind of oh, that's right, you guys do have a power outage down there, don't you? I was reading about that today. Well, I hope you get squared away soon, buddy. Sorry to hear that. I was watching Ernesto. That was nervous times. So I hope you get squared away quickly. So anyway, okay, so now I'm getting a... Now I am getting an error saying there is low stream, whatever, but that's okay. We'll just deal with it. Alright, so... Oh, alright, there's GPS. And our first destination today is 20 miles away, heading of 125. So it's real close here. And let's see. Yeah, Jim, you're absolutely right. You know, but my thing, my guess is they had airline pilots involved in the development of the sim, but they did not have GA pilots involved. The external power supply off. I'm talking too much and not flying enough. Rotating beacon, parking brake off. We'll go this way. I can already tell this is going to be... Well, I guess there's no difference in friction depending on whether you're on grass or whatever. So I didn't check the wind, but my guess is we're probably good going that way. Winds are 290 so whatever, doesn't really make too much difference. Jim, that's funny. Or Bob, that's funny. The bottom line is it's a pain to get your airplane out of a parking space in the sim. And they actually, when I told them that, they were like, yeah, we'll pass that on to the developers. And apparently they didn't. So onboard simulations, what's going on? And so we're ready to go. Let's do altimeter the easy way here. So YouTube is giving me a message that the stream is buffering, but I don't see it buffering, so hopefully it's not. But are you on the East USA server with all players? Those are the two settings that you need. Alright, so heading 125, so slight right turnout. Mixtures and props full forward, few pumps are on, flaps are all the way down, which I don't want. That's why you do these checks. Yeah, aviation dude, it's East USA server and all players. So this is me trying to wiggle my way down the runway with my Charlie rudder pedals. Takeoff power set, engine instruments are in the green, airspeed alive. 70 knots, look at that. the windsock in the woods. So sure that would be useful. Ay. Jim's got the RV8 out today. Interesting. Alright, we'll go power to 25. There's Chris. And Chris, I did get the drop the nose here a little bit and get the flaps down. I did get the Beach 18 out the other day. So the thing with the Honeycomb Charlies is the range of travel is so much more on them, and they're very reactive. I mean, they're a little stiff, but they feel really good. This is sort of indicating that I'm going in the wrong way, the wrong direction, the GPS. Let me see here. I think I am going the wrong way. I am going the wrong way. It's 253. Okay, so I was close. 125, 253. I was only half off. Sorry, guys. So one thing to make, like, sometimes when you're flying, you need to do just simple logic checks. Like, my airport is west of me. Is it likely that I'm going to be on a heading of 123? No, it's not. It's 252-ish. The next field is, yes, Mike Papa Sierra Alpha. I'm going 1500 here. So it'd be power back. So last time we streamed, YouTube told me to increase my bitrate because I had a lot more than I was using, and so I did, and that might be why it's buffering. I can look here in a second. Yeah. So let me come back across the course here a little bit. Intercept. A little bit of rudder trim here. Alright, so let me check the stream. It's not looking good, is it? Alright, so let's go over here. I'm gonna go back to what I usually use. Let's see if it straightens it out here. Sorry about that, guys, with the buffering. So, course is coming in. But overall, I like the honeycombs. They feel pretty darn good. They're a little bit weird barefoot, which is what I'm usually, at least in the summer anyway. But it's just gonna take a little bit to get used to them. But so far they're pretty good. So far I definitely like them. So hopefully this stream is smoothing out for you guys. But this should be an interesting flight. I think the second airport looks like it's going to be pretty cool. It's literally an airport that some guy's dad built, and he created a scenery for it in the sim. So maybe we'll check it out. It looks like a really cool little airport, actually. And then the second one The second airport is a good over water shot, so it should be fun. That should be a cool one if it's there. It's like one of those tiny strips on an island in the middle of nowhere, so we'll see. But let's have a look at the destination. The destination, Santiago. 1735. Winds are 290 at 4, so it doesn't really matter. But I think we'll do. Yeah, Jim, I was wondering because you always fly the 182 RG, and I've heard good things about that RV. I've actually heard quite a lot of good things about that RV. In real life, my position is I will never fly in something that somebody built in their garage. That's my real life position. As far as sim flying goes, I'll fly anything. And so you can tell these are the updated maps, the updated Bing maps, because of this kind of coloring and texture here. You don't get that on the real maps, or on the Sobo maps rather. This kind of stuff. This is where the updated maps really shine. I have a feeling that might be the airport right in front of me. That might be the runway. Jim, watch this. I am going to do something intelligent. I have bugged my runway heading. You know how I know that's not my runway ahead of me? Because I bugged my runway heading. I've started doing that again, let me put it that way. In all of my sim flying. And it's such a good habit. It's funny how little things like that can help with avoid confusion. I need all the help I can get. So what do we got here? 8 miles. So I'm probably I'm gonna do the proper procedure, the proper VFR procedure. I'll overfly the field 500 feet above traffic pattern altitude. And then I will do a left base or left downwind entry into the field. And Jim, that's awesome that you're taking guitar lessons, by the way. I've played guitar forever. Not that I really play that much anymore, really. You know, just all of the things going on in life. But one of the things, and Jim will get this too, like one of the things that I really like about the Charlies is you can do the toes off the brakes thing for GA aircraft. It's really pretty cool. I'm gonna bring some power out here. The props back. Gotta be getting close here. We are going to, let me see here. We're going to Mike Papa Sierra Alpha, I do believe. Yeah, I'll type it in the chat here real quick. Why is my plane doing that? Yeah, Jim, it really does. It really does. Has this stream stopped buffering? I hope so. But let's see. There's Chris, but you're going faster than us, Chris. So you're good. Man, we got a great crowd again today. Jim over there. You know what's funny is like how close that would look on a GPS. If you like on my GTN 750, if you've got the traffic on, you would look like you were right next to me, and it's actually like a mile away. Literally. Well, it's probably, we're probably, I would guess at least a mile. The traffic looks so much closer on the GPS screen. Oopsie. Pulled power out. It doesn't seem to have had any effect here. Yeah, I think that's going to be it right in front of me, I hope. Because I am completely perpendicular to the field of play, as it were. Oh, okay, Chris. I thought you hadn't, but I guess maybe you did. Alright, let's go. Fuel pumps on. We will go... we'll hold off on everything else. I'm gonna land north and then we'll head that way. Looks like it's gonna be a pretty cool, yeah, this looks like it'll be a pretty cool little field. Nice. Alright, power to 15. Pop the nose up. There's 1500 or 115 will bring in some flaps. Now I get to use my rudder pedals. Not as much in a left-hand turn. I don't think these props are counter-rotating, which is a bit unusual. Alright, so now with my heading bugged, I know I am on a perfect downwind. The other thing with my side techs, I sometimes I would leave rudder input in. I'd like, they were so kind of easy to press that I didn't even realize that I had the control input in. Alright, fuel pumps on, flaps are set. With these, they're stiff enough that you can't kind of overlook the fact that you've got your rudder control in. Oopsie. Paying too much attention to other things. 30-degree turns in the pattern. I don't like that. I like 20 degrees or less in the pattern. Alright, mixtures, props full forward, fuel pumps are on, flaps are set, seatbelts are secure. Pre-landing checklist is complete. Now, yeah, I knew I was a little bit high. Let's see if we can slip this airplane. We can, look at that. Neat. Alright. This has not been pretty. Alright. Alright. A little bit of rudder, a little bit of aileron. Not too bad. So part of the trick for the next leg is going to be, I don't think this airport is in the database because it's not an actual airport. So let me, is it, Chris? Sorry. Let's see here. Let's see here. What am I doing? I'm in the middle of the runway. Take out the other plane here. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you are correct. I'm now watching my landing about 5 minutes ago. Well, I don't quite know what to do to get this. Sorry, Bob. I don't quite know what to do to get this stream back to the right time, but I guess we shall continue forth.